Hello everyone. Today's topic is modules and packages in Python. So all the subtopics we are going to cover today are Python modules, loading the module in our Python code, in which we have the import statement, the from import statement, renaming a module, the reload function, scope of variables, and last Python packages. So, what are Python modules? A Python module can be defined as a Python program file which contains a Python code including Python functions, class, or variables. In other words, we can say that our Python code file saved with the extension .py is treated as the module. We may have a runnable code inside the Python module. Modules in Python provides us the flexibility to organize the code in a logical way. For example, we will create a module named as file.py, which contains a function that contains a code to print some messages on the console. Let's create the module named as file.py. So, display message prints a message to the name being passed, loading the module in our Python code. So we have two ways, the import statement and the from import statement. So what is the import statement? The import statement is used to import all the functionality of one module into another. Here we must notice that we can use the functionality of any Python source file by importing that file as the module into another Python source. We can also import multiple modules with a single import statement, but a module is loaded once regardless of the number of times it has been imported into our file. The syntax to use the import statement is given below. Import, then module 1, 2, and regularly so on. So, in this example, we can see import file. Name is equal to input, enter the name, file dot display message, then we will get the regarded output. The from import statement. Instead of importing the whole module into the namespace, Python provides the flexibility to import only the specific attributes of a module. This can be done by using from import statement. The syntax to use the from import statement is from the module from which we have to import the statement and then import the desired functions and variables. For example, calculation.py. Place the code in the calculation.py. Summation, multiplication, divide. From calculation, import summation. It will import only summation from calculation.py. Then we can see we do not need to specify the module name while accessing the summation. The from import statement is always better to use if we know the attributes to be imported from the module. It doesn't let our code to be heavier. We can also import all the attributes from a module by using star. Consider the following syntax. Renaming a module. Python provides us the flexibility to import some module with a specific name so that we can use this name to use that module in our Python source file. The syntax to rename a module is given below. Import module name and as specific name that we want. For example, the module calculation of previous example is imported in this example as cal. You can see the input and the output. Then we have the reload function. As we have already stated that a module is loaded once regardless of the number of times it is imported into the Python source file. However, if you want to reload the already imported module to re-execute top level code, Python provides us the reload function. The syntax to use the reload function is given below. Reload and then the module name. Scope of variables. In Python, variables are associated with two types of scopes. All the variables defined in a module contain the global scope unless or until it is defined with a function. All the variables defined inside a function contain a local scope. that is limited to this function itself. We cannot access a local variable globally. For example, in this Python code, we can see that prints the name that is local to this function only. Or if we do not provide this local function, it prints the name which is present globally in the code. Python packages. The packages in Python facilitate the developer with the application development environment by providing a hierarchical directory structure where a package contains sub-packages, modules, and submodules. The packages are used to categorize the application level code efficiently. Let's create a package named employees in your home directory. Consider the following steps. First of all, we will create a directory with name employees on path home. Second step, create a Python source file with name itemployees.py on the path home and employees directory. Then we will define the Python code in the itemployees.py file. We will create a function get it names and return the list of names. Third step, similarly, we have to create one more Python file with name bpoemployees.py and create a function get bpo names as same in the previous function. Now, the directory employees which we have created in the first step contains two Python modules. To make this directory a package, we need to include one more file here. That is __init__.py, which contains the import statements of the modules defined in this directory. Then in this Python file, we will add both the import statements from the previous files. And to convert a directory into a package, we need this Python file in the directory. Now the fifth step, the directory employees has become the package containing two Python modules. Here we must notice that we must have to create __init__.py inside the directory to convert this directory to a package. This is very important. So in the last step, to use the modules defined inside the package employees, we must have to import this in our Python source file. Let's create a simple Python source file at our home directory, which uses the modules defined in this package, which are import employees. As you can see this in the Python code. So this was about the modules and packages. We can say the collection of files or the files in our Python directories are modules, and the collection of modules are packages. And also the collection of these packages form into libraries, which we can discuss in the next videos. Thank you.